Got a couple minutes left in the show here. Josh Taylor, Paul Zeise. Paul, we got a tweet from Mark. It's actually directed towards me. He says, being a Duquesne guy, what do you think of the new logo? As Jim Colony would say, Paul, you and I both know this, and this is not disrespect to Jim. He's a hard guy to please. So if Jim says, it's not really saying much. But all the same, I get Mark's point. I will say this, and I'll turn this over to you. I'm trying to keep this really quick because as a Duquesne alum, I could talk about this all day. This is something that was probably about 20 years overdue as far as redoing the mascot, presenting an alternate logo, a new color scheme. It's something they probably should have done 20 years ago when I was in school. That being said, this is the irony in it. They did something that was so overdue in effort to use some university history to make it visible and recognizable, but the problem was it had been so long, it still wasn't recognizable. Even Duquesne alums didn't get the significance of the line. I did, but there were quite a few who didn't. That's how long it took, Paul, to get this done, that even the students and alums don't get it. But that's just me. Your thoughts on Duquesne's rebranding efforts as they are?
Now that I'm qualified for AARP, I know and recognize I'm no longer part of the target audience for uniform, logo, and rebranding type things. So therefore, I have no opinion on them.
That's probably the answer I should have given, given the fact that I'm pushing 40 now and it really doesn't matter to me as much. Just get a little bit of animus out, I guess.
I'm 50 plus. I've got an AARP card, so I recognize I'm no longer target audience for such things, Josh. I mean, if young people think it's cool, I guess it's cool.
By the way, speaking of Duquesne, they lose by 14 tonight against St. Bonaventure on the road in Olean. Just a tough place for them to play. Keith Dambrot in a tough spot. We know Lamar Norman's leaving. We know Sincere Carey's leaving, Paul. Those are two guys they probably needed if they're going to try to hang with a team like St. Bonaventure.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's weird what's going on over there, but they've got to just sort of regroup and figure out how to play now, a different way with a couple of guys missing. And then, they've got enough time between now and the Atlantic 10 tournament to try and figure it out.
Well said. Couldn't said it better myself, and they've got a long way to go until we get to that point. Paul Zeise, once again, thanks for the time. Thanks for you guys for watching. Thanks for your calls. Thanks for your tweets. As I say often, it is you guys that make this show great. We appreciate you being a part of it. We are here for you 7 nights a week on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. By the way, make the switch over to KDKA. We will have Penguins highlights, but we got Duquesne basketball. We got Robert Morris as well. So college hoops fans, we got a lot for you to talk about there. In the meantime, I'm Josh Taylor. For our producer, Dylan Cleveland, and our crew here at Pittsburgh CW, thank you once again. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.